Hi everyone, Leanne, Barefoot Medium here, and today I am joined by Claire. We will just allow you a couple of minutes to get on the call. This is the Temple TV Spirit Show for this week, and I will get Claire to introduce herself once some of you come on the call. Hi, welcome. Please make sure you comment below and say hello. Hi guys, who have I got with me? And while we're getting started, I just want to acknowledge that I'm going to make a few little changes. Hi Desley, good morning. I'm great. Hi Emma, welcome. I'm just going to acknowledge that we've been doing 1 hour Temple TV shows, and as of this month I'm going to make them a little bit shorter and condense them so that you get more bang for your view and to also allow a shorter period of time, hi Sharon, to give you some insights, some wisdom, some tools or techniques, and to do the one card reads. So for those of you who have joined, this, as I said, is Claire, and I'll get you to introduce yourself and tell people what you do.
Okay. Hi everyone, nice to meet you all. So I do a lot of different things. I do readings like Leanne as well. So mine's got a little bit more of a different tint. A lot of my work's around embed, working with the heart space, balancing the head, the heart and the gut to help people move forward, around subconscious patterns or blocks that are getting in the way, around business, money, health. I've also done a bit of shamanism, which is quite fun. It's a lot of paranormal stuff, soul retrievals, helping people really move forward from accidents or serious trauma or abuse, any of that kind of stuff. So my work really varies. A lot of fun. Leanne actually taught me when I started out in mediumship as well. She was one of my teachers with that. So it's really interesting how our paths have kind of flowed and come together again now. So you guys are all, you've got a very wise teacher.
Thank you. So today I'm aware that we're doing the Spirit Show, which is really connecting in more with the intuition and the psychic and or mediumship connection. And today I'm going to allow Spirit to drop in what we're going to share with you. Last month, those of you who joined me, we talked about working with your intuition for the month and really doing some check-ins on the yes, no's and maybes, and how you're flowing down your beautiful river. So I wanted to do a bit of a check-in on how you went with that. So I know Sharon and a few others of you, Emma, I think you joined me, and so did you, Desley. So if you want to comment about how you found working with the yes, no's or maybes and whether you were able to easily notice it in your everyday life, that would be awesome. And while you're doing that, I thought Claire and I would talk a little bit about staying on spiritual path and recognizing and knowing when people or things distract you and maybe pull you off path, and how you can start noticing and recognizing that, whether it's intuitively through your emotions, your physical body, your thoughts, or just visions and things that come in. So I thought I would get Claire to talk a little bit as well today and share some of her wisdom with you, so that you're not just hearing from me. So Claire, can you share with everyone how, maybe some examples or how you work with staying on path and noticing and recognising when and if you're distracted?
Okay. All right. So it's probably a few things for me when it comes to recognising when I'm in flow. For me, when my life is in flow, everything feels easy and everything feels light. When things kind of get too hard basket, that's when I go, oh, okay, something's not working here, something's a little bit off. So for me, it's actually an energetic thing.
Yeah.
When, things are getting, it's like a struggle. So if with my work, for example, I might be doing a particular modality or a particular style of session, And then it might not be getting many, people maybe not be booking that, but then they want something else. You go, okay, so that's actually not, and it might be harder for me to do a particular type of session. So my work's changed a lot over the years. So I've had to go, okay, that feels a bit heavy for me now. What actually feels light, what feels easy, and what inspires me to do it. And then as soon as I am aware of something feeling heavy, then I go, okay, that's not working anymore. What do I need to do to stay light? So for me, it's actually about feeling light and what's ease and grace in my world.
Yeah.
And that might be as well people calling me, or I'm thinking of someone, then they'll ring, or like today. So
synchronicities.
So today, me and Leanne were around town, and we kept seeing all these numbers: 111s, 111s.
Yeah.
What was the other one? 7s.
777s.
Yeah, which is all about as well. So it's also external signs for me that means something for me. So I actually have my power animal as well. So this is also what I use to stay in flow. And I'll actually ask the universe to show me, hey, I'm not sure what's right here for me. And so then I'll ask for a sign. I'll actually physically ask the universe for a sign or a symbol. And it's constant. It's constant. And it's almost like I feel like I'm in a state of grace, or a state of, I don't know what the right word is for that. It's almost like profound grace.
It's knowing.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's, really important for you guys, and we want to share, that we may be doing spiritual work, working with, guides, loved ones, power animals, or whatever we work with, our intuitive knowing. We have normal everyday lives as well that we need to stay in flow with, yeah? And so it's really important that we use those tools and techniques, and that's what we're here to share with you, to stay in flow with our own path, because each and every one of us has, as a soul, come onto this earth to serve a purpose, and your purpose might be to bring love. Your purpose might be to support people to transform. Your purpose might be to embody integrity. Everyone has a different purpose. We then have different paths to embody that purpose, yeah? And so those pathways, we get taken down sometimes, different paths, in order to get tools and techniques that we need along the path. So we're actually always in flow.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it can feel really hard and heavy.
Yeah.
And, I'll check in with you how that feels for you, or how it's hard or heavy, or light and easy. For me, my energy, because I'm a clairsentient, I feel things more so than anything, and I have a knowing, so claircognizance, and those two clairs in particular can work in your everyday life to help and support you with getting in flow or staying in flow. And claircognizance is just that knowing, that something just doesn't feel right. It doesn't. You don't even know how you know.
Yeah.
Do you? You just go, nah.
No, I call it the energetic truth.
Okay, perfect. Which is kind of your claircognizance, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like what people might say is one thing, but you might feel off. You say, okay, this person's saying, they're, I don't know, it could be anything. Like, they love you, and I say, I love you, versus you actually feeling the love.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that claircognizance and that clairsentience work very closely together in that way, because you can have a thought drop in, and even with synchronicities and numbers, not everything's a message.
No,
in the external world, and everyone, I've got all these messages. Not everything's a message. Not every feather you see is a message from a loved one. And I say that with the most amount of love, because when something is a message for you, like that external synchronicity, it has a feel to it, doesn't it?
It does for me.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest challenges I've found with clients is that people want to put meaning on everything. We want to put meaning on everything. But you know what? Sometimes there is no meaning. It's whatever you put on it is the meaning you want to make. But sometimes it will just be coincidence. Sometimes it will be... it doesn't actually mean anything.
Exactly.
When you have the
Maybe
feeling,
it means just a feather flew out of the sky.
That, it could be a message from a loved one if you're talking about them, maybe. But yeah, I think it's knowing. It is a knowing for me in combination. So when I ask for a message, if I've gone to the universe, all right. So when I was in Bali. I'll give you guys a quick example.
Yeah, go for it.
And I did all this teaching, and before I went to Bali, I had this feeling. I was like, all right, what am I going to do in Bali? I'm feeling I should go volunteer and work out at a yoga retreat. And I was like, oh, I don't know anyone there. Feel into it. Okay, felt good. But she said, no, we're full for the next 6 months. I was like, that's weird. I'm really feeling that place. Before I booked my flight, I was like, okay, I'm still going to book another extra month because I'm feeling I'm going to be teaching somewhere. And then 3 days before my flight, they're like, Claire, is there any way you can still help out? Someone's fallen out. Bang, exact dates that I needed somewhere. Ease, done. But I knew that I needed to have my spirit was like, hey, you need to book till the end. I was like, oh, okay. I don't fight it. I just go, all right, that's what feels right. I almost knew before they knew that I was going to be helping out there. That makes sense.
And Desley's just said, if it's a message you see that person in your mind, you know it's from that person. Well, it is for me. Yeah, exactly. So,
hey, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. Hi, Carolyn as well. I know you're both there. And you know that claircognizance and that clairsentience, and it's really interesting we're talking that in amongst it, because for you guys, I always tune into the energy of who's on the call and what you need in order to help you stay in flow with the universe in that way or on your own path. And claircognizance can be one of the ways that you hear or receive messages that can be quite difficult to understand.
Yeah.
And they say that it's either you fully trust it or you can really doubt it, because it's kind of like that, was that me thinking it, or was it an intuitive thought that I had? And like you said, you just knew that you had to book those dates.
But it didn't make any sense.
It doesn't have to make sense, because claircognizance doesn't make sense.
Yes. So you got to almost look at this. It's not from the rational mind.
Exactly.
This is beyond the rational mind.
And I think that's where that claircognizance, in particular, for those of you who are working with spirit or your intuition in some ways, is claircognizance in particular requires you to take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
To go, okay, that's my knowing. I'm just going to book these dates like you did and take a leap of faith that it's where you're meant to be for a purpose, And for those of you who know, almost 12 months ago tomorrow, I jumped on a plane from Brisbane, Australia, to Colombia, because my intuition, my guidance, my flow, and my knowing told me to come here. And so many people have said, why are you going there? What are you going to do? It's like it's my path, it's no one else's.
Absolutely.
And, we've sometimes got to take that massive leap of faith, don't we?
And especially when there's people around us, people around you won't understand. People around me wouldn't understand why I might have to do something. Because to them, they're like, it doesn't make any sense. Your family might have been, it doesn't make any sense for you. Why would you go to Colombia? But you just knew. So what I found moving forward, you're always going to have people judging you. You're always going to have people not understanding, because they're not in your body. They're not in your physical experience. So no one is ever going to have the awareness that you will have. It's an individual. It's an inside job.
And that's where that feel comes in, isn't it? Yeah. To go, how does it actually feel in your gut? Does it feel good and joyful and happy and light? Or does it feel like, I really don't want to do this? Too hard basket. And, that's the other thing that Spirit's really dropping in to share with you today is, for me, if something's hard or it's just not flowing, there's two things. It's either not the right time or not the right thing to be doing. So you've got to then check in with that to go, where is it at? Is this a divine timing thing and we need to embrace patience, which is one of my absolute favourite words. Patience. Not. It's almost like a swear word, yeah? And, you know, you need to allow the universe to create the opportunities and to trust and know and have faith that the universe is doing its thing in the background, and you need to get out of the way and allow that to happen. And sometimes when you get out of the way spiritually, it means completely taking your focus off it.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, Claire and I today completely took our focus off work and had a, you know, go with the flow, go shopping, go and pamper yourself kind of day, because it puts you in that lighter energy space. And so I really want you guys to hear that and know that. It doesn't mean you're not focusing on your goals or your path or where you're meant to be. It means that that's where you're meant to flow.
And when you let things go, that's when things will often happen as well.
Yeah, because you're allowing the universe to do its thing.
Instead of trying to figure it out mentally.
Yeah. And so that's kind of the divine timing thing, with not the right thing for you to do. If you keep banging your head against a brick wall on something, then you've got to kind of let go, cut attachment to having something work in a particular way, and again allow the universe to do its thing.
Yeah.
You know? And I want to share with you guys and get you to work with a tool or a technique that I've often been shown by Spirit. If something's too hard, I will often say to them, show me which door is in front of me, right? And so if there's a door that I can visualise and picture, and I look at it and I go, okay, this thing in particular is not flowing at the moment. What type of door is it? Does it have a handle on the inside? If the handle is on the inside, as in facing me, it means it's up to me to take a physical action to open the door. And that means I need to physically move towards what I'm asking for in one way, shape or form. If there's no handle on my side, there's a handle on the other, it means it's up to someone else to open the door for me. Yeah? So it's a timing thing. If there's no handle on the door at all, this is one that most people struggle with, it's a universal door.
Okay.
Meaning the universe is doing its thing. It's not up to you, it's not up to another person to open it or take any action. It's up to you to do other things while you allow the universe to open it for you.
Cool.
So that's just kind of something that popped in to share with you guys today. So I hope that helps. Anyway, so let us know how you think you might be able to work with that. Same as dreams. Yes, Desley, you can tell the difference between dreams and I'm sorry for putting my finger across here. I'm trying to scroll to see your comments. Morning, Kylie. Tony. Morning, Kylie. What I'd like to do now, for those of you who have joined us, is open it up to some one-card reads. And you can ask... Claire's got cards, I've got cards, I've got 2 different decks. So we're basically going to do 15, maybe 20 minutes of reads for you. You might get one from Claire and from me, so you might get a double up today. Okay? So if you would like a one-card read from each of us, then please comment below. You can tell us what topic area you'd like some guidance on, if you would like to do that, or just say a general read and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hi, Sharon. You can go first.
All right, Sharon. Have you got anything in particular that you would like guidance on? Tell me now in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to channel and see what else comes through for you.
Just go for it.
Sharon. Okay, all right. Let's see. What does Sharon need to know right now? Let's see. What does Sharon need to know right now? Let's see. All right, Sharon. Here you go. It's probably a good one for a lot of people on this call. Ground yourself. So, Sharon, I don't know anything about you and your work, But the first thing that I was getting when I tuned into that was there's a lot going on around you. I was getting a vision of almost like, I want to say the eye of a storm, and you're in the middle, and there's actually a lot going on around, feeling a lot energetically around you, a lot mentally going on around you, and it's actually been hard for you to, I don't want to say stay in your physical body, but you've got to really stay in your physical body, Sharon. You've got to really ground your energy, because when you're not, you get really caught up with the energy, or it's harder for you to recognise what's your stuff versus other people. So I'm kind of getting like a bit of a clearing process for you around that, almost like a bit of a whirlwind. So I'm getting, maybe a bit more on cutting cords, clearing the space, and just actually physically like grounding, touching your feet on the floor, and even being outside in nature. A lot of head stuff. That's what I'm getting on that one, Sharon. Yeah, just really grounding your energy down. And it's actually going to help you be stronger.
And Sharon, I've pulled a card for you, and it's the World card. If you can see this beautiful card here with the moon. And it's interesting, before the call I said to Claire, when is full moon? So I was aware of that. And Sharon, I want to say to you, at the moment we're going between a new moon and a full moon. I believe the full moon is on the 9th, which is next week. As we move from the new moon to the full moon, it's about focusing on what you want to build and grow. And when you get to the full moon, it's about completions and tying up loose ends or closing those energy circles off. So, it fits in beautifully with what Claire was saying. I'm feeling like you need to wrap up some old connections, wrap up some old projects, let go of some old stuff that's really kind of holding you energetically back, and that you keep thinking about over and over. So once you do that, it'll allow you to move forward, and for the universe to then open that door for you for what you're actually asking for. So I hope that helps, Sharon, and I'm just going to scroll to the next person. We have Desley. So do you want to tune in for Desley?
Desley J. McLennan.
Desley would like a general read.
Desley. All right, let's see, Desley, what's going on with you? Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Very interesting. This one, I didn't even get very far in that one as well. All right, Desley, improve it. If you can't read this, improve your vision. So this particular card, now it's an interesting one. What I'm getting on this one, Desley, Violet Flame. It's quite interesting. Very strong purple on this card. That's actually real deep clearing on a family ancestral level, but to free you up from patterns and energy from the past. So Desley, I feel like you've got lots of gifts, really, really powerful with your spiritual stuff. And where you're moving towards, I'm getting goosebumps on this, where you're moving towards, no one in your family or anyone else can guide you on that. Okay? They can't guide you on that. This is really now, you've got to just keep clearing your family stuff to help you move forward on the path, because your gifts, it's time now for you to really step up and to really start using your gifts. Because when you start doing that, it's almost like this level of awareness that you've never, you have experienced it, you've experienced it in moments, but I feel like there's so much more beauty there for you, Desley, from using your gifts, and now this is the time for you to really just go for it. No more excuses, time to go for it, Desley, with the spiritual side.
And Desley fits beautifully. I've drawn from Lucy Cavendish's beautiful deck, and I will share with you all which decks I'm using later. It's called Miss Spiderweb. And it's all about asking you to reconsider your connections and to basically cut ties with anyone or anything that's distracting you or pulling you off path. I'm aware that on the Manifesting show, I believe it was, we talked about, or it might have been the Love show, we talked about you being the centre of a spider's web, and to be conscious and more aware of what your connections were and who was in your world and who was in your web. And so, Desley, I'm being drawn to get you to go back to that web and remember you're in the centre of it. You get to create the relationships, the connections that you want. And I feel like there's 2, maybe 3 connections that you need to energetically cut off, as in let go, because they're fear-based. Okay, and that just means they're quite heavy at the moment. And when we cut cords to a person, situation, or an experience, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person will completely vanish from your life. It just means that it gives the opportunity for you to redevelop that connection in a more loving way. It may mean that someone moves out of your life, and if that happens, it's meant for the highest and best good. So I feel like there's 2-3 people that you really need to cut some energetic cords to and really look at how that's flowing between you, because it feels kind of heavy and like you're banging your head against a brick wall. Okay, so that's for you, Desley. Do you want to pull a card for Tony?
Tony or Jeff?
No,
it's
Tony.
Tony, is it?
Yep.
All right, Tony.
So Tony is next up.
Tony, Kylie and Sharon.
Tony first.
All right. Tony, let's see what we got for you, Tony. This one. All right, protect yourself. Seems like a lot of you guys getting some awareness on all your energy stuff today. So, Tony, this one, obviously, protect yourself energetically. It's quite an interesting one. It's just energy. But energy can impact us in a lot of different ways. So I feel like with you, you are actually taking a lot of stuff on from people and you're not even aware that that stuff is weighing you down, that heaviness. I'm feeling some real heaviness on the heart space for you, Tony, and I want to just take a deep breath and just go, oh, and let it go. So I feel like you're carrying a lot of stress in the physical body, and it's not even your stuff, it's not even your energy. So I feel like just that one there, I'm actually getting a vision of water, cleansing, purifying, just to cleanse. And I use like a cold shower, cold water, anything like that. If I've been doing sessions or I've been doing energy work, bang, instantly it takes any heaviness off. And also, when we're even around people, I feel like there's even some people around you, I don't want to say gossip, but there's some energy of that I'm feeling with you, Tony. And that is actually impacting you as well. So just be very aware of what people are putting in your space, because I feel like you've actually kind of got to go, you know what, no, that's not mine, that's not mine, that's not mine. And actually just kind of keep some of this energy that's been in your space out of your space, because it's making you feels like it's making you a bit tired.
Yeah, which, you know, fits beautifully. We've got beautiful card, Door to Spirit, and it's interesting that the doorway is completely open for you. So what I'm hearing and what I'm knowing for you, Tony, is that it's time to move forward, and I feel like you're just holding yourself back and resisting that flow. I feel like there's opportunities already there for you to move forward, particularly around career and finance are the two areas that I'm hearing at the moment. And I want to say relationship is coming in or is shifting and changing in a different way. So the door's open, allow it in. Okay, stop resisting what it is you're asking for.
I'm getting big dollar signs too. There's a big money opportunity. Feels like coming your way.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, next up. So I hope that helps, Tony. Next up is Kylie. Kylie,
yeah.
Just a general read.
Kylie. Let's see what's happening for Kylie. What does Kylie need to know right now?
And
lovely
Sharon,
guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Amy, how are you? All right.
Hand in hand to the kitchen we go.
Here we go.
I love that, Amy. Sorry. Keep going, Kylie.
Kylie, interesting. You are matching my shirt. I knew I had to wear orange today. I didn't know why. And I was like, all right, someone needs some orange and some colour. It's interesting. This one here is all about nurturing self, loving self, honouring self. And I want to say care. It feels like care. You've got to have more care for you, which is actually also how you're talking to yourself, what you're saying about yourself. I'm getting there's a lot of judgment on your body or on yourself, and I feel like it's really important to just nurture and really appreciate what you have, really appreciate your body, really love up your body, because it's going to bring you more pleasure. There's so much more pleasure, there's so much more joy. Orange is all about, it's your sacred sexuality, pleasure, enjoying these things, being spontaneous as well in the moment. And I feel like there's a little bit of separation going on. You've got to just really love up, enjoy your physical body, have some fun with it.
Yeah. And the card I've pulled for you, Kylie, fits perfectly, is the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, which is all about love and compassion. Now, what I'm seeing, and that solar plex and sacral chakra are right above or near each other and in the belly area. Kylie, I actually want you to, every day for about 5 minutes, pop both hands on your belly and just rub it, okay? and to just really talk to your belly and let it know that you love it, that you appreciate it, that you have compassion for all that your belly's gone through, because it feels like there's some guilt and some little bit of, I want to say grief in the belly area for you, okay? And we need to let that go. And so please call on your angels, is what I'm hearing in the spirit world, to help you clear that, okay? Because it is connected to your ability to manifest, create, and feel joy and happiness, because the belly area, like Buddha, is you rub the belly for joy and happiness, so rub the belly, okay?
Can I add something
Yeah,
as well?
go
I'm actually
for it.
getting probiotics as well. You need to look at the diet, look at your diet stuff, because it's actually affecting you. So you got to really start loving your gut up with the food, and probiotics is really good for helping you take action as well. So I feel like even a few little changes with the diet is really going to make a big difference.
I apologise, I had to put my glasses on so I wasn't squinting. Amy said this needs a cuppa in hand. To the kitchen we will go. Thank you, Amy. I hope you're still joining us. And if you'd like a card, let me know. Hi, Mum. Thank you for joining us. Hi from Claire. She enjoyed your bottle of wine.
So good.
Amy, yes, please. She would like a card on education, work-related.
All right, Amy.
And Sharon says in amongst that, thanks, girls. Lots of nasty happening around me, and it's taken a toll. You girls are awesome. Thank you. So are you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sharon.
All right, let's go back. Who was the one? With
Amy.
Amy, you've got one of my favourite all-time cards in the deck. Hopefully you can see this one. It's Cherry, live an extraordinary life. Because you asked around education and work, or was it work or something on your career, I feel like you've got to really ask yourself, do you love the job that you're doing? Because if you don't love the job that you're doing, why are you doing it? Because you're spending a lot of time in a place, and if it's heavy for you going there, and it's heavy for you doing that, you got to really ask yourself if that's what you want to keep doing, because that card, the cherry card, is about settling for nothing less than having an amazing life, doing what you love, and so much joy that even if you weren't getting paid to do the job, because I feel like the job you're doing, okay, you can keep doing, but I'm not getting the joy and the juiciness that the universe wants to give you. So I feel like there's a time for a transition. I feel like you need to I want to say you need to make a transition. You don't. You can keep choosing what you're choosing. But I feel like if you have the courage to go, you know what? If I could make all the money in the world from working 2 hours a week, what is it that I would do? You know what? It wouldn't be that. Let's, and even if you're transitioning towards that, if you're putting a little bit of energy towards this career change and this transition, I just feel like 6 months, a year, everything's going to change for you. Your whole life's going to change, and you're actually going to wake up going, wow, like, how did I get so lucky? Because the cherry card is about just living that life that everyone goes, why the hell does she get to do all the cool stuff and do whatever the hell she likes, and I'm going to this other job? And that's you. I feel like that's you. You're going to be the one that people are jealous of, because you're doing what you really love and you're happy, and you're going to make a ton of money doing it. So that's what I feel on that for you. And
Amy, I got Alice in a Sea of Tears, and it says on this card, I am going to voice what it says, cast away out of your depth and feeling abandoned. Now, what that brings up is just a confirmation around what Claire said. It feels like career, work-wise at the moment, is feeling like really heavy, really muddy. And by that I mean it's not what you're passionate about. And so what I'm hearing is that it's time to really allow yourself to go out and grab what it is that you're passionate about. I do feel that there's an education opportunity there. I feel like in the next 2 months you need to take action to address the education, to get the skills that you need to make the transition that you're asking for. I also feel like there's overseas connections with your work, because you have a real passion and a real desire to travel and connect with people, and you're not kind of doing that at the moment. So I'm hearing need to upskill and need to allow yourself to take the steps to move in the direction of what you want. Okay, and 11 is a beautiful confirmation that you're on the right track with what you're thinking. So stay on that path. Okay, so I hope that helps, Amy. Desley said, thanks. Yes, I did the other day with someone.
Good
Perfect.
job.
Thanks, Claire. Yes, I have to stop making excuses.
You got it.
And look more into it. Hey, Val. Buenos dias or buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás? Hi, Karen. Good morning.
Work. So did Karen want to read on work?
Oh, sorry. Karen wants to read on work. Yep. So I'll just scroll through a little bit while Claire grabs a card for you, Karen.
Karen.
Tony says, yes, it really does help. Thank you. Kylie says, yes, thanks. Hi, Fiona. Hey, Fee.
Hey, Fee.
Big love to you. Kylie says, will do. Thank you, lovely ladies. Pleasure. Fee says, hi, ladies. And Fiona says, cherries.
So good.
Great deck, Leanne. Thank you, Fee. Okay, we'll stick with Karen first and then we'll get to the rest of you.
All right, Karen, what am I getting for you? All right. Ha, ha, ha. Funny. We've got the extraordinary life. Again, also, we just had this one for the last person. Just let me tune into this a little bit more for you, Karen. I'm actually getting doors, and I'm getting one door closing and another opening for you. So I don't know what's happening with your current situation, or it's finishing or something there, but don't worry. Even if that door is closing, it's actually creating space for you to actually go on a different path as well. And I actually feel like this new door, this new opportunity, it feels so light, feels really beautiful, and I'm just seeing gold. So don't worry if there's something happening with your job or your situation, or it's not happening the way you think. Stay open to what's good about this or what's right about your situation, because I feel like there's a new opportunity coming your way, and very quickly.
I think I just need to show you the card. So, Karen, the card is victory. Okay? I feel like the universe is about to give you the pot of gold that you've been asking for quite some time. Like Claire said, the door's already open. It's just about they want you to focus on really allowing yourself to open that. I even want to open your shoulders out and, get your heart space out. And so you kind of allow yourself to receive because the universe is about to give you the victory that you're asking for. Okay? So I'm just scrolling because someone's messaging me. Hi, Joe. So, Karen, victory, it'll be a success. Stay focused. Stay thinking about what you want, not what you don't want, and open up to receiving it.
Yep.
Okay? I'm not sure if Fiona's comments mean she wants a card, so I'll allow her to say that. Hi, Shayna. Everyone, hello, everyone. Hope everyone is good. How is everyone? Good. Priscilla, Leanne, Fiona, haha, love it, good. Amy, you've confirmed for me what I have been feeling within myself. I love my job, but I feel I have chased a particular avenue in my field. Thank you both so much. Pleasure, darling. Leanne, hi, ladies. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, honey.
Received.
Hi, Martin. Hi, Priscilla. Karen, thank you. Great start for the day. Perfect. If anyone else wants a read, we've got probably about 5 more minutes.
Take advantage.
Online.
Take advantage of us.
If you, what's the time now? If you want a read, please, not another one, just a read, please pop your comments below for me, okay? And, we'll go for another 5 minutes maybe. Fiona, I just saw you live and thought I'd say hi, but a card would be great. Thank you. That's what I thought. Maybe love. Do you think maybe love?
All right.
Hi, Joe. Yay, you've joined us. Hi, Martin. Okay, so we've got 2 more. Joe guessing. Oh, there we go. And we've got Leanne as well. So we've got 4 more in.
Okay, so we've got Fiona.
Okay, so we've got Fiona first. And I'm going to let Claire do this one because I know a lot about Fiona.
All right.
Can I have one for Carolyn, please? Yes, no problem about that. I thought you would want one, Carolyn.
All right, Fiona, here we go. Innovative thinking. I'm actually getting this one here. It's the yellow. It's time to cleanse and purify, and I feel like it's really important in regards to love. It's so important that things start to feel light for you. I feel like it's been really heavy. There's been a lot of heaviness. I'm just getting sunflowers. I'm getting the energy of sunflowers. And I want to say to you, if you keep your energy on doing the things that bring you joy and bring you happiness, all of a sudden you're going to be there. And I feel like it's been hard for you, I'm getting kind of like, there's been a bit of mud, and you've been trenched through mud, and it's like, oh God, I just kind of want to get out of here, and I want to just break free. But I feel like you're actually out of the hole now, and you've climbed out of the hole, and you're still cleaning yourself off, you're still kind of rinsing off the energy and moving from that. But there's this beautiful, it's like I'm getting a vision of this beautiful clear crystal water ahead, and there's a new energy, there's a new man there, there's a different man there, there's a new man there for you, and wow. It's going to be next level, okay? It's next. It feels light, feels next level, and you've just got to keep moving towards the kind of relationship that you really want, and know that you've learnt from this, your past and the heaviness of your past, and it's going to be, you're going to be happy, and you will be happy again.
Yeah. And I did draw a card for you. For those that are on the call, I do know Fiona personally, and I do know your personal situation. I'm going to take myself completely out of that and just say that I've pulled the Angel of Balance card for you. I want to say to you, you've been balancing some old karma and some old past life stuff. And so I know that you know how to do this. I want you to go to the Akashic Records, and I want you to go to your temple. And I feel like you're going to an Egyptian temple, and you really need to be asking to commune, and I want to use the word commune, with the priestess. And she will give you, like in this beautiful card, this beautiful blue liquid of healing to bring through into your energy body, to really allow that karmic stuff to really clear on the spiritual level, because you've done all the physical, mental and emotional work, and you're now dragging yourself out. So it's also time for balancing you time in amongst it. I'm saying hello to Jo. Jo's a reader. I'm guessing she doesn't really want a card. Martin does, so if you could draw a card for Martin.
Work soon.
Will I move work soon?
Well, I instantly got a yes as I tuned into that. Let's see what else the cards have to say.
And while Claire's doing that, I just want to remind everyone that we would, I'm going to do these shows once a month, the Spirit Show in particular, and I'd love for you to share it with your friends and family so that we can really reach a lot more people and do what Spirit needs. So, sorry, go
That's
for
cool.
it. Yes.
So, it's quite interesting, Martin, when I tuned into this, I feel like you already know, and you already know that you are moving. It's like, you know that you're moving, but you're going, oh, am I really going to move? Oh, maybe I should stay here. No, you know deep down that you have to move, and you're going to move. And this is just confirming it. You got to start trusting your intuition more and your healing powers more, Martin. Don't worry about it. Anything money-wise, work-wise, whatever, you know it's time for a change. You know I feel like there's a deeper calling. Your soul's calling you to move. So yes, I am getting. You are going to move. I'm not actually getting. It's going to be very soon. Though. I feel like it's at least 3 to 6 months, if not a little bit longer. But I do feel there is a move. But there's a little bit of stuff you got to clear and let go of before you can do that.
And I drew the thinking man, and I know that, Martin, you've done some work with me around learning about how to work with your intuition, and I feel like you're up in your headspace about it. I feel like you need to make a decision, and it needs to be a conscious decision, just a spiritual conscious decision that you want to move or you want to change, and to align your thoughts, your emotions and your actions with that. Once you really do allow that and make that energetic choice that you're done, you want to move on, it will then get things in motion. I feel like it'll take you a month or two to really allow those thoughts to get there. And like Claire said, I'm hearing about 4 to 6 months before that new job will be there. However, you can bring that time frame forward if you take action sooner. Okay? So I hope that helps.
Cool.
Leanne would like a card.
Leanne.
Would love a read. Then we've got Carolyn. Oh, Jo would like a card as well. Absolutely, sweetheart. So we've got Leanne, then we've got Carolyn, then we've got Jo. Fiona says, awesome, that's all spot on and sounds exactly where I'm at. Thanks, Claire.
All right, we have got, this is the one for, who was it?
Leanne.
Leanne, all right. Are you ready? You've got this one, watermelon, juiciness. have fun with your inner child. Leanne, I'm feeling like this one usually only comes in when we've been a little bit serious and we've been taking things very seriously. So guess what? It's time to have some more fun. And I am getting a vision of that little girl. You know, there was a point where you used to laugh a lot and you had a lot of fun. And I want to say to you, where's that energy gone? What's happened there? Why have you disconnected from that aspect of yourself? You got to really, I feel like it comes in bursts. But you know what? Why can't your whole life just be so much more fun? Like your work, your job, everything can be fun. It doesn't. We don't have, just because we're an adult. Like we can still play. So I'm really getting you. Actually, it's really important for you to just have some more fun, have some more play in your everyday life. So, yeah, that's your little message. More fun.
Yeah. And Leanne, I actually pulled 2 cards for you. First one is chakra, shake it. Chakra, Archangel Michael. I want you to do some cord cutting around your base chakra in terms of finances and stability. And I want you to really let go of that fear around not having enough, and remember that you are limitless, and that you have the world of possibilities. Everything is possible. I kind of want to say to you for the next month, use the affirmation, everything is possible, everything is possible, everything is possible, and just let go of the old thought patterns there. The other card I got is broken heart, and I feel like there's some old stuck energy around just feeling like worthiness is in there and you're not worthy of having more. So I want you to really embrace the love that you are and to put your heart back together for you in terms of self-love and self-care. I also want to say to you, I feel like there's a new job opportunity going to be offered to you in the next month. So be on the lookout for that one. Carolyn would like a card, please. Carolyn. I did say 5 more minutes, but it looks like we're going a little bit longer. Fiona's gone, ooh, okay, Egyptian. Was thinking it must be karmic. Thank you. Fiona, much love and gratitude to you ladies. Martin, thank you. I will do better and get moving. We all do better every day.
You got it. You got it, Martin. You're all over it.
Okay, so we've got one for Carolyn and then one for Joe.
Caroline.
And I'll leave it there.
Oops, sorry.
You're right.
Caroline, this is for you. Enjoy. Clear hearing. What's the word again for... Is it
clairaudience?
Clairaudience. So this one, Caroline, is all about clairaudience and recognising that you are not crazy when you get messages, because you're actually getting a lot of messages and you're doubting yourself and you're going, is that, like, was that from, where's that message? Why have I got that thought? Why is that dropped into my awareness? You are actually a lot more connected than you even give yourself credit for, and you have a real gift, and if you don't use it, you're not doing justice to what you've been given. So Spirit wants you to use that more, and your life's going to get a lot easier if you really start listening. You don't need to tell everyone else why you're getting guidance on stuff. It's not from the conscious mind. This is from the other realms. You are really connected. And the more clearer you are in your own body, you're going to be able to discern, okay, that's actually me versus messages from Spirit.
Yep. So Carolyn, I know a little bit about as well. Carolyn's one of my clients, one of my amazing clients and friends. 2 cards for you, Carolyn. First one is the Thinking Man. What I'm actually seeing with this card, though, is it's about calling in, and it fits really beautifully, calling in your creative guide. And I'm seeing like the feather in the cap here is really about that creativity and that writing in particular. So I want you to consciously call in your creative guide to help you with the writing process, because I feel like they've been there for a while. It's just getting it out and allowing that voice to come out in terms of channeling or trancing it in a different way than what you would be familiar with. Okay, so that's going to come in for you. And the second card is Snow White and her animal friends. However, it says you inspire trust and confidence. And I feel like this is getting back to your fantasy, your spiritual-based book and writing, and really allow yourself to trust in that process, because it will inspire others to really have trust and faith in their knowing and in their journey as well as they go with those characters. Okay, so work with that. And lucky last is Joe.
Joe,
please.
All right. See what.
So I hope that helps,
Joe.
Carolyn. I'm just going to scroll. Leanne says, thank you, ladies. I know exactly what you both mean. Resonated immediately. Have a fab day. Will do. And for my beautiful friend, Joe.
All right, Joe. What does Joe need to know right now? From the colour card deck, what have we got? Oh, rejoice and lighten up. Now, it's interesting because I got the word peach, even though this is an apricot for you, Joanne. Again, I'm getting juiciness, and I'm getting I'm getting more grounding in the physical body and being more present. And because even when you're eating a peach, when you're eating food, or when you're smelling flowers, it's actually really enjoying the moment. So I feel like, Joanne, for you, it's really important to be more present, be more in the moment, and recognize that every single moment, everything at that point, it's all good. Everything is perfect. Everything is all good as it is. It's only when you go outside, up ahead or behind, in front or behind, that's when you know and trust that you are always looked after in the present moment. And it's really important to do that because you're going to experience more of a fullness and appreciation of life by really being a lot more present in the moment.
And I pulled the woman holding a heart card. Now, interestingly enough, I've been drawn to the 44, and I know you love numbers, and I know synchronistically it's about those thoughts. And I'm also drawn to this beautiful heart, and I counted the hearts on it. And there were 8. Now, for me, 8 is a really abundant, really magical, really infinite number. And I want to say to you that there's some songs and some music coming in from Spirit, particularly from one of your girlfriends that's passed, and I know that you know who that is. And it's like I'm hearing this song, playing with the Queen of Hearts, and really allowing yourself to jump back into that heart space, because you've been holding space for so many other people in the last few months that it's really about you allowing yourself to have that fun and play. And I also just had a beautiful sunflower drop in into my third eye and go, there's some beautiful new beginnings coming, particularly with family, okay, and some new opportunities coming their way. There'll also be a new opportunity offered to you in the next, I'm going 2 months or so. I really want you to feel into it and ask yourself whether it's a distraction or an opportunity, and to weigh it up before you make a decision or choice. And with what's important to you, with your values. So that is for you, my darling Joe. And I'm just going to scroll and double check where we're at. Thank you both so much from Carolyn, no problem at all. So we're going to leave it there for today, and I'm going to say thank you for joining me on Temple TV's Spirit Show. Again, I'm Leanne, the Barefoot Medium. If you would like to connect with me for a further read, then you can jump on my website, thebarefootmedium.com.au. I also do teaching and mentoring and a number of other things, so you can connect with me and jump online. I also have some beautiful, amazing people writing articles in the Temple magazine. If you haven't already subscribed, please jump online and subscribe to that, because there's some awesome information in there for you. And Claire, thank you so much. Can you tell people how they can connect with you?
Yeah, probably the best way, just head to my website, lotusprogram.com, and they can read a bit more about what I do and what my specialties are. But yeah, it was lovely to meet you guys. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your questions. And yeah, it was lovely. I'm glad that you guys all got something out of it today.
Yeah, cool.
So,
and don't forget to join me next week, same bat time, same bat channel, for Temple TV Love Show. And once again, the theme with that will be something around love, relationships, intimacy. Don't know what that is. I'll go with the flow on that, and Spirit will drop it in. Kylie, thank you. Pleasure. Fiona, have fun in Colombia.
I'm loving it.
We are having fun and going with the flow. So I want you guys to make June all about going with the flow and asking about which doorway you're at if you feel like you're banging your head on something. Is it an action you need to take? Is it an action someone else needs to take? Or is it a universal door where you need to just step away, do something different and allow the universe to open it up for you? Go with the flow, enjoy, and I will see you next week.
Desley, we're sending you love just before you go.
Okay, Desley would like some love. So join us for the love show next week and we'll give you some guidance on that. And please, please, please share with everybody else. The more people I can reach, the more work I do for Spirit, which is my passion and my path and my purpose. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a beautiful and amazing week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.